Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you see this lovely video. I did an Instagram live this morning. It was it was great. My Instagram this morning. It it was I went down to a nice little spot. We did a little full moon ceremony. It was beautiful. Loved it. The energies. I found a new tree. It's a beautiful little willow tree, and it's like crazy wild branches all coming out of it. And it didn't upload. It disappeared. Can't find it anywhere on my phone. It's not in my videos at all. And it's yeah, it's gone. It's gone. The only video that is on there is the one I did at the farm yesterday. So that's the only thing that is up there on my Instagram. So I have the one I did at the farm, and then little ones I did, but that's about all. It's unnerving, you know. um that it didn't show up. So I'm kind of mm, little bit miffed about it that it didn't show up, because the ceremony I did this morning was just I was very, very pleased with it. I was very uh we went down by the water because the moon is going into Pisces, and the sun is going to be going into Virgo this afternoon. So it was doing a beautiful ceremony with the earth and the air, and we had the water. I was, a lot of pictures of the water and just looking at the rocks underneath the water. I was I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. But the farm one is up there because I was out on the farm yesterday with Andrea and Greg, and it was nice. I filmed the chickens and the sheep and tried to get the llamas, but the llamas were laying down, and llamas really don't care if they get filmed or not, because the llamas just do what the llamas do. I love llamas because they have attitude. I love llamas. They have avid attitude. Um and we looked at her plants and all kinds of stuff. So it was really, really nice. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my Instagram. I'm going to try and we'll see if this afternoon, if I can get back down there, and I'll show you where I was to do the ceremony. It is, I mean, and the thing is, it was spontaneous. I was not planning on doing a ceremony this morning. I wasn't planning on just chitty chatty, chit 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 chit, um, about some of the energies, and that was it. And then, yeah, meh. And it wasn't even an hour long. It was maybe 45 minutes, something like that. Brought my coffee down. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Should have been there, people. Where were you? Where were you this morning? Um, and it was one of those things that, because I went to the pavilion, I went to the and I was there sort of filming. I was going to sit down, and then these three people came and they were going to work out there, and I went, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm videoing, so I'll move." So I went down closer to the water. And then I thought, oh, well, let me follow this pathway, which I've never followed. And I came to this lovely little spot. And it was a rocky little beach. And it was just beautiful. With the water was clear. You could see the rocks underneath, and the dogs floating up, boom, 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 boom. And a few rowers came by, kayakers and a rower. So it was quite beautiful. Anyways, so I did a little ceremony this morning, did an offering to Yemen, not Yemen, yeah, Yaman. And I did a beautiful offering to her and Athena and Gaia and the goddess of the moon, and just to bring in that, it is it's getting me to really, what do I want for the next 2.5 years? What does it look like? What does it feel like? In all areas, and for prosperity, for power, for health, wealth, and longevity. What do all of those areas look like for adventure and even travel? Like, what does travel look like? I know travel right now for many people is just like, eh. Uh, but travel could be somewhere very simple, to actually traveling somewhere. I know with for me, I'm not getting on any planes or anything soon, and the way things are going, I probably won't be getting on a plane for a very long time, if ever again. Um, so you never know. I might have to go and take a boat or something. Who knows? But it's the changes that are happening, and so we do have this sudden change. So we're in fire and air, and so that's Leo and Aquarius. So we're in this fire and air energy, and this afternoon it switches. So around 3 o'clock this afternoon, it switches into the sun goes into Virgo, and 2:35 p.m. Pacific time, and because the full moon was at about 5:01 a.m. Pacific, so that'd be 6 my time, 8 Eastern Standard Time. And then as the sun goes into Virgo, that's where a lot of change. So you might be even already feeling it, because Virgo is, let's get work done. So it's playtime is done. And it's funny because as I was getting ready for this morning, and I was thinking, yeah, you know what? The energies have changed. It's this time of year for me is when fall begins, before the fall equinox. The weather really starts to change. We're going to find a lot of the fires are going to start to die out, thank God. And because we're coming into the water energy, so we're coming into Piscean energy, and we're coming into Virgo energy. So that moon is, well, it was full, and now it's coming into the waxing phase. And this is where changing is happening, and where are you resisting and holding back onto your past, and how is the past holding you back? And we were talking about that this morning on the Instagram things, how things are changing, what's going to be going forward. And for me, I'm thinking, okay, my landlords will be putting our place up for sale next spring. What do I want to do? Where is the energy I want to go? And a lot of things, I'm thinking, oh, yes, it'd be nice to move here, move there, and all over. But, my number one thing, I'm thinking, okay, no, I want to be close to my grandson. I want to be somewhere close to him. And I like this area of town. So this area of town is good. And so where would we like to go? And so putting that energy out, if we want to stay in this home, what does that look like? And because of all the craziness that's out there, what does that mean for us and regulations? If there's going to be any specific regulations, or if landlords are going to be able to put those regulations on. I know here in Alberta, they're like, no, 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 you can't do that. Where they wanted to put the whole city of Calgary had to get vaccinated, and they said, no, 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 we're not. You can't do that. And that's the thing. Is like, some things are, maybe federally going to be enforced, but what about provincially? So people have to look at that within their own province. So that's the other scenario that comes forth. So change. So what kind of change do you want? Because you want to be able to be in that control. I know I have a move coming up because I have a Saturn return. And on my last Saturn return, I moved provinces. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be moving provinces this time. But moving somewhere where it's going to be permanent, like a permanent move somewhere. So we'll see. I'm just putting it out there. So this is where it's like, I don't know exactly where. So the dream is just starting to unfold in some ways. So what is the dream? What is the dream? And it's like, I'm not sure, you know? You got that Neptune and Athena energy that's coming through. And Neptune and Athena is, Athena is like, she's very nice when she's in Pisces. Like, she's really nice. Like, you don't want, see, when Pallas Athena comes out of Pisces and goes into Aries, she's not going to be as nice. Like right now, she's like, okay, we can talk about it. We'll negotiate it. But she's getting into, when she gets into fire and she gets into that God of War energy, this is Athena. She is a warrior. She is like, here I am. I'm not going to put up with your crap. This is the direction I'm going in, or this is what I'm going to do. And of course, Eris is in Aries. I mean, she's a slow-mo when it takes, for going around the sun. So this is where, all right, what is the controversy? And I think with the feminine energy, it will be quite a interesting unfolding with the divine feminine energy coming forward. And there's going to be something I feel that's going to be coming up to dealing with women and the treatment of women and women rights. So there's some lines have been being drawn and sort of been blurred. And so there's Athena's going to be bringing up some very interesting information. I feel information's going to be coming up because she will be, when she gets into Pisces, which it won't be for a while, but I feel like she's going to square Pluto and everything else. So there's a lot that's going to be unfolded, just like how Eris and Pluto unfold a lot of things to do with tyrants and a lot of the evils of the world and bring them to the forefront. So more of that is going to come into the forefront, which is good. It has to be revealed. So there's going to be a lot of revealing of negative people who are needing to get their ass whooped. Just get their ass whooped. That's what I'm going to say. So we have this Aquarius, but let's go back to this full moon. So the Aquarius reminds you that we are all very intimately connected. And the only viable revolution is one that begins with the transformation of every human being. And Aquarius is a revolution. It is a revolutionary energy. It brings in new concepts, new ideas. It is that, I'm getting, the scientific and of, I got like 1878. I don't know why. Anyways, something to do with Paris. And Paris, when they built the Eiffel Tower, it wasn't a touristy um, destination like the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower was built to be a platform for scientific investigations and unfolding. So very sciencey energy of, building it, having it up there. And also, I'm getting hot air balloons coming in and sort of experiments and looking into aero travel. So in around that area of the Paris Expo, I should look that up to see that. But with the Paris Expo, when that happened in the 1800s, was bringing in some new inventive information. People are like, whoa, hot air balloon and going up and the whole bit. So this is where now this is coming into a revolution of our human, like the changes of our human design. So human design starting to really change. And so remember that you're a powerful part of the interconnected of the whole. And this is the second full moon in Aquarius, and it's a reminder of that healthy. So this is where, when we're looking at transformation and changes of the human matrix, it's also looking at what is healthy. Bringing in a healthy me and a balance with the healthy we is the key. And the big piece of Aquarius energy is understanding how we are all connected, because we are all very connected, with what happens. There's an effect. It's, that butterfly effect. And the full moon is in the final degrees of Aquarius, signing a karmic completion. So this is why I keep on telling people this is an ending. It's like 29 degrees. It's karmic. It's ending. The god of karma is in there, Saturn. So this is a huge ending, wrapping up any previous journey. So all of those dreams, a lot of dreams will be ending. A lot of journeys are ending. So things are getting wrapped up. So this is, it's like it's Sunday. It is the sun's day. So we're wrapping up things because then we're going to be heading on into what do we want to work on? Virgo. And the moon conjuncts the Jupiter, which gives the moon an expansion, an optimistic energy that then the last Aquarius moon. So, and the full moon as it conjuncts Saturn and squares Uranus, with that last, just watch out for excess and overdoing. Take time to slow down and check into your body. So Saturn's coming in there. It's a check-in time. Uranus is retrograde. It's like there's no more forward movement. Like this isn't a time for forward movement. This is a time of reevaluation, looking at the dreams. What do you want to put into place? It's not a time of taking that action of doing it. And Uranus is the modern ruler of this full moon. And the signals a massive shift in ways we've always done things. So this is about shifting and ending old things to open up new possibilities. So it's a big shift. Uranus is shifting and it's bringing in the new possibilities. And the sun is conjunct with Regulus, the royal star. Okay. And the moon is opposing this. So there's an internal opposition with this. And Regulus relates to leadership, moved from Leo to Virgo in 2012. And this shifts our ideas of leadership from a solar hero myth of ego, the power and the fame, to one of humanity, service, and the divine feminine. So if you watch and you start seeing, certain people coming forward, it's looking at, are they being true and authentic with who they are? And when I say the divine feminine, that doesn't mean, it does, when people think, the divine feminine, well, that's only females' energies. No, the divine feminine is in all of us. That means stepping in and trusting oneself, trusting your intuition, allowing yourself to be able to not push, but flow without, because we still need the push. We still need that divine mask without demasculating the masculine. That's where this comes in. It's saying for us to come in a fame to one, humanity, and service. The service is that how do we participate in day-to-day life? How do we participate with the world around us? And having the two full moons in this sign of Aquarius in a row gives Aquarius, a part of the chart, a double dose of illumination and activation. So we are coming in, and this is like a highlight and intensity. This is an extremely intense full moon. And, so you might have been feeling it beforehand. So the energies, you might have been feeling very frustrated. You might have been feeling anger. You might have been feeling overwhelmness, all of the emotions coming up with that. And this is where this is where the greatest contribution to the age of Aquarius can be anchored. So this is bringing in that energy of how are we going to anchor in so that we can come together as a community of the world. I can't, or a community of our own, of where we are within our own sovereignty. Our community could be our local community, could be our family, however you want to look at it. But this full moon is a reminder that it's important to be a community-oriented, open-minded, and an inventive, and be an inventive, especially to the backdrop of the Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto's Eris squares. Those are very powerful squares. They're happening all year round. They're there. They're pushing, and they're pushing us to look at the world in a different view and get clarity on it, and not fall for the backdrop of the old, of the egocentric, of the myths, of the soul, of the hero. Here I am, right? I'm coming. I am the sun. I am the sun coming to save you. I am the solar sun coming to save you. Yet it's coming in where it's not the solar sun coming in. It is that of coming in and being there, of service and with humanity is, and humility is a big one. Humility. So having that humility, and humility doesn't mean that you're a doormat and somebody walks over you and you're treated like shit. That's not what humility is. Humility is saying, you know what, right now we're going to agree to disagree, and I'm just going to step back. That's humility. Humility is not coming out and saying, you got to do this. You might not agree with everything that person is saying, but nobody has this is where this is coming in. Nobody has a right to be pushing an agenda upon somebody else. We have there is a right for all of us in this world, a humanitarian right for all of us. And that's where we come together. And that's where the energy is coming in, for us to start taking a look at where we can bring in the balance with the health. Healthy me is a healthy we. So when I am healthy and I'm vibrant, that brings in health and vibrance, because so within, so it goes without. So as whatever's going on within me, when I start looking at what I need to feel healthy, mentally, physically, psychologically, this is a very psychological energy too. So bringing in that psychological energy with all of this, of how do I take care of me? Because if I'm taking care of me and becoming healthy, then that is bringing in a healthy we. That means the whole starts to be healthy. But if I'm not dealing with a healthy we, if I'm not dealing with a healthy me, then that part does leak out, right? And so what is it that I am leaking out, that I am not taking responsibility for? Whoa, okay. So I have to do some check-ins. So we got some work to do. We all do. And this moon is saying, okay, we got some work to do. Let's do it. Let's get on it. Let's get into this cycle. Let's get into this movement so that we can bring in, and Pluto's going to expose the stagnant. That's what he does. That's what he does. And Aries reveals the suppressed anger. So where have you been angry? Where have you been, stagnant in your life and not moving forward? It's being revealed, because it's like, if you're stagnant in something and you don't want to be there anymore, you don't want to do that anymore, and it's just sort of sitting there just like, oh yeah, whatever. Eris is coming in, and it's that anger is going to push you in a positive way, right? So getting you to get up and get moving. And what is out of balance, and how are you in the right relationship in your community? Is this the community that you want to be in? Is this the place that you want to be a part of? And you got to look at that, because not everybody wants to be a part of certain communities, and that's fine. So finding that place where you are able to be vibrant, to allow yourself to thrive and shine and come into your balance. Everything is not as it seems, so do the work to see things clearly within. There's a lot of illusions out there. Neptune's in Pisces. The illusion, the propaganda, it's out there. So you have to go within so that you can be able to see the truth. And a lot of times people are saying, no, don't, it doesn't, that's over there. That's nothing to do with me. Oh no, I don't need to deal with it. That's just, but over there can come here. So we look at it and say, no, okay, I don't agree with that. that is something I don't agree with, or I don't like that over there. I don't that's not my thing. So I'm going to just send blessings to it. I'm aware of it, I understand it, and I'm going to bless it. And that's what we do. And be in your body and be of service. So this is where we're going to be coming in, and this energy, and as we go towards, September 3rd to the 6th, is the purging, clearing, and completing and detoxing. So we're going to be, this moon is getting us to really look at things, and then and be beginning to work on different aspects of our life. Then, and I'm already in the Virgo energy. It's really crazy coming over here into the Virgo energy. It's kind of like the Gemini energy, but Gemini's all mental. Boo, 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 boo. God, this is like boom, do it. Boom, service. What do I got to do? Bang. I'm going to be going through my clothes. I'm going to be going through my grandson's clothes. I'm going to start to begin to get rid of things out of the house. Start to move things out. So that's the thing. It's like, what do you want to move out? What do you want to purge? That's a physical thing. What is it on a spiritual? Is there something there spiritually you want to purge? Like, this is something I'm going to let go of. I'm not, going to do a certain thing anymore. I'm going to embrace something new. So what is it? So looking at what you are wanting to do spiritually. So is there something that you want to do on a spiritual sense? And so, of course, Mama always has something going on. I do have the Journey Club coming in, and I also have the chakra class that's coming up. So we got Journey Club starting up September 13th, and we have the chakra class. So the chakra class is that each week we go through each of the chakras, and we work with those chakra. We work with it. So we start at the root. So we want to be grounded. How do we be grounded? What are the things? What are the different rituals that I can do, and work our way up? So it's kind of like we are rising up with our Kundalini. So in doing that, so this is an important part of transformation and change that we want to make in our lives. And how are you going to do it? So get a piece of paper and a pen out and start looking at and writing and going through. Right now, I pulled out. I bought this beautiful magazine. Magazines are fucking expensive. But anyways, I bought this magazine. And there's parts in there that I'm looking at and I'm just like, yeah, very, very nice. And what are the things I want to start bringing in? And there's different things. And the thing, when I buy magazines, I end up cutting them apart and taking things out. There's a lot of people having a lot of chickens. There's a lot of chickens everywhere. But what kind of kitchen or what kind of place do I want to start to look at as a change for myself? Or, working towards something. So what do I want to work towards? And what do I have to do to clear it as I'm working towards that? What are those obstacles? What are those boulders? I got boulders coming in on my road that are difficult, that might be difficult to move, that I may need help or assistance. Who do I need to help? Who do I need to call? What are the things, I need to look at? So these are the questions you got to look at for yourself. What do I need? And who do I need to call? So some of the things I know I need to get what I need to get in my life. And I also have to look at, so some of the obstacles that for me that I have to work on, I'm going to have to hire someone to come in and help me with that. So that means there is going to be a financial exchange. And that's both on a spiritual sense, because there's some courses I do want to take, and I have to put the money out to take the courses. And I get that in exchange. And what I have found with when I do things, I know a lot of people want everything for free, and I just, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. You know what, people? The thing is that if you want things, there has to be an exchange. When there's an exchange, there is gratitude with what you have done, no matter what it is. If you need a financial advisor, there's an exchange with that financial advisor. I mean, they have to get paid for what they're doing and giving you that advice and counseling you. If you go to a psychologist or a counselor, there's a financial exchange for you to be working with that person, right? So there's, you get a trainer. So a physical trainer, if you want to start to make a healthier change and you need a dietitian or a trainer, you put money out to have that person to come in and help to train you and put you on some regiment or some form of to help you to eat better, to exercise better. Yes, you can do it on YouTube and you can watch all of those. And I do that too. But what I find is, like, especially with a physical, with a trainer, is that that's a person who's going to say to me, I think you can go a little bit harder, Mary. I think you can make this change. And that's honoring yourself and honoring that person that's doing it for you. So take a look at it. Sometimes it's just like, maybe it's a once a week thing, maybe it's a once a month thing, whatever it is. But there is something there for you to step into and make those changes. And it's important. It's an important factor. So, couple things. I wrote this down for some soul work. Set up 2 chairs, and you'll be moving between the two to embody and act as the sun and the moon, or the sun, the ruler, and sun, your sign. Allow these 2 placements in your chart to have a dialogue, getting your whole body involved with posture, tone towards the movement. So this is a fun exercise if you want to do it. It is. So whatever your sun is, so my sun is in Scorpio, and I can put the sun in, well, you know what? I'll put the sun in Virgo right now. Or you can, if you want to still work with the sun in Leo, you can. But I'll put the sun in Virgo. So how would a Virgo talk? How would the sun, how, like, now all of a sudden, here comes everything with a Virgo. So how would a sun in Virgo talk? Well, I want to straighten out myself a little bit. So I'm going to be a little bit straight. My shirt doesn't go straight. Oh my God. Why doesn't my shirt go straight? So straighten out my shirt because I'm the sun in Virgo. Is everything in order? Like, here I am. I'm the sun in Virgo. I'm going to start straightening out things. Now I'm seeing everything as I'm entering into the sun in Virgo. I'm seeing everything that needs to be straightened. So it's letting, oh, look at my belief sign behind me is crooked. Didn't notice that before. Virgo, sun in Virgo. It's like, what do you need to start straightening up? What do you need to start taking out? Let's start looking at things. What is it that you want to start organizing? I'm sun in Virgo, sun in Scorpio. I'm not too sure. I kind of, you know what? My shorts are pretty good. I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at, and I don't really like to move too much. I just like to stay in my little surroundings, and I'm comfortable where I am. Sun in Virgo. Well, that's very nice. But we can make some little changes if you want. Just slight changes. That's going to help you to still be comfortable, yet feel a little bit more organized, so that you are not feeling overwhelmed. Sun in Scorpio. Yeah, I do. I do. I feel I do get overwhelmed with a lot of things, and I think that would be a good thing. Well, how do you want to do it? Let's set up a 30-day plan. Each day of something that you need to do. So on day 1, and we'll start on Monday. Day 1, Monday. What do you want to start to organize? Oh, okay. So day 1. So this is a conversation. So, this is where's your sun? Okay, everybody knows what their sun sign is. And so for the next 30 days, the sun will be in Virgo. Have your sun talk to the Virgo sun. Have your sun have this dialogue. And if you want, you can set up 2 chairs, and you can go in one chair is your sun in, say, Libra or Leo, and say the Leo is going to have a conversation with the Virgo. And here's the sun in Leo. But I just want everything to be around me. I like to go outside. I like to play. I want to get things, I just want to interact with people in Virgo. Well, that's nice. But, going outside and playing all the time, there's still things need to get done, don't you think? Yeah, they do. But, I like to have my freedom and do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't want to have restrictions. And that's the sun in Leo. Now, I'm exaggerating a lot with this, right? But that's the fun of this work is exaggerate, have fun, do it, and start to explore how you can use that sun in Virgo to work with your sun in um in what you are at. So that's a really beautiful thing to start to do. So my husband is coming in, and if you come here, I'll show you. My husband doesn't like to wear glasses. He doesn't wear glasses. He needs glasses because he can't see anything. But anyways, that's maybe he's afraid it makes him look old. I think, yeah, whatever. So that's one of the things to start to look at. The next one is perform the breath of fire. So sit upright, and we do this every morning in the meditation that we're doing. But sit upright, cross-legged on the floor with the back straight, mouth closed. Breathe in and out through the nose in rapidly. Like that. Make sure you blow your nose before you do it. And pump your stomach. And you can start off slowly and work up. So you can start off and do that and then work up. Breath of fire is a real cleanser, and it helps to cleanse, it helps to clear. And if you are feeling very clouded, doing the breath of fire will help to clear out anything that is in there. And it allows you to work with your solar plexus too. And your solar plexus is your headlight. So allowing for your headlight to shine. And sometimes there's a lot of debris on your headlight. So just think, if you haven't done anything like a breath of fire for a long time, and for this one, it's simple. You just have to sit with your back straight, spine up, headlock, and you could just sit there in Gyan Mudra, and you can close your eyes just gently and do the breath of fire. And put a timer on for 1 minute and do it for 1 minute. You might feel a little bit lightheaded at first, and that's totally normal. If you're on your menstrual cycle, please don't do it. You just do some deep, heavy breathings in and out, not the breath of fire, because it can really wonk up your cycle. So take a look at that and do some fun little exercises. So those are 2 little things that you could do for this full moon, and especially working with that I'm going to say working more with the Virgo sun is going to be, because that's where the sun is going, and especially this afternoon. So start doing a 30-day workout with Virgo and see how that works with you. And if you're a Virgo, so that means your Virgo sun is working with the Virgo transiting. And well, you guys are going to be extremely busy, just saying. So with all that Virgo energy. So have fun with it. And allow yourself to embrace the new changes that are coming in for you. So, and if you are wanting a reading, definitely. If you're wanting to get your chart read, book an appointment and let's get to your natal chart read and take a look at where the planets are. Where is Virgo in your chart? Take a look at where Virgo's in your chart. Okay, so have a little look-see. Where is Virgo in your chart? And that's going to help you with a lot of things too. So then you're going to see. So, and what's in Virgo? Do you have anything transiting? Do you have anything in your natal chart in Virgo? So start to take a look at that also. So, and just because you don't have anything doesn't mean it's not going to affect you. So it just shows you that even though you don't have planets in that house, it doesn't mean that house isn't active. It just means you just don't, that's not where the planets were. But what I found is that how you deal with that house, the energies of that house, is what that sign has you do. So if your Virgo is in, say, the fifth, so Virgo is there to teach you how to play, how to have fun, because it is ruled by Leo. So just an FYI. All right. So sending you off with so much love and light. May the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all you say and all that you be and all that you do. Have fun today. Get out there and enjoy. Have fun. Play with the sun and play with the energies of the sun. And as we are having the last few hours of the sun in Leo before it goes into Virgo, because then it's going to be work, 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 work. Have a blessed one, everybody, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Blessed be. Woo! Got to get my little where did I go? Where did I go? Ooh, there I am. Blessings. Bye-bye.